Okay, my beautiful friends, sit down, relax, because again, we have to talk. We got not one, not two, but three pieces of, well, continuing bad economic news. It's not going to stop. I've been telling you this, I don't know how long now, as our economy continues to crater. And as I covered yesterday, this is not just a phenomenon here in the United States. This is global. Anyway, so yes, it is Wednesday, October 13th, 2021. Let's start off with the economic news first. So these lovely, very smart economists, yes, yet again, they get it wrong. Consumer prices are rising faster than expected last month. We just got the report. And this is continuing right now as I am doing this video blog. And they're going to get it wrong yet again. There's just no doubt about it. Now, year over year, people are earning less money. So let's put that together. People are earning less money. And you got surging inflation. How does that sound? Does it sound like a great environment, conducive to a thriving populace? How about no? And that is reflected in yet another piece of bad economic news. Mortgage demand is cratering. So not one, not two, but three pieces of bad economic news. Imagine how shocked Greg Mannarino is. No, not at all. And I know you are not surprised either. I don't get it, how people are missing this. It's outrageous to me. And again, how is this hitting the stock market? Well, stock futures right now are slightly lower, slightly in the red. Okay, so trading doesn't start for about 35 minutes. That means, at least right now, if the opening bell were to go off, future stocks, would open slightly lower. Nothing major here, despite the fact that we got not one, not even two, but three more pieces of bad economic news. Outrageous. It really, really is. Crude oil right now, people, under some pressure. The market's not going to like that. However, the MMRI is 92. Still high, low risk, but did come down a little bit. We need to keep our eyes on this. You all know that. Cryptocurrencies right now under some pressure. Gold, I forgot actually. I think gold and silver were relatively flat this morning. And again, I don't care what the price action is regarding gold and silver. And I don't think you should either, really, people. What are we doing? You have no idea, most of you, the amount of emails that I get and the fact that people are out here right now, I guess, buying gold and silver and then complaining about it when it doesn't immediately go higher. Are you trading these things or are you investing in them for the long run? Why? Are you actually holding these things? We're in a debt hyper bubble. I cover this every day. At one point, this is going to implode the debt market and cash is just going to move from one set of assets to another. So when you see precious metals, not performing the way you want them to, think to yourself, what are you doing with these things? Are you holding them, I don't know, for a couple of days, a week, a month, a year, or are you holding these for years? Are you sitting back understanding that this environment is so twisted and so absolutely distorted it cannot possibly be sustained? And we all know what's coming down the pike here. An absolute meltdown on an epic scale, which is going to first begin in the debt market and then be reflected in the stock market, which is going to crater, absolutely crater. And cash is just going to move from one set of assets to another. That's how it's going to play out. Exactly how it's going to play out. So when you see things like precious metals under pressure, smile, and realize that it's a gift as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, with cryptocurrencies, little bit of a pullback today, and you know how pullbacks work, people. This is almost nothing. We're like 55,000 with regard to Bitcoin. Would I like to see a bigger pullback? Yeah, I would. And I think that would be a massive buying opportunity because, again, in my view, cryptocurrencies, gold and silver are anti-debt units. You own these things. They're not owed back to a central bank who is issuing this stuff, and they own it, and you owe it back to them plus interest that they create out of thin air. Make that up. Make that up. I dare you. So anyway, pretty straightforward today. 3 pieces of bad economic news, people. Inflation rising faster than the very smart economists thought it would rise, okay? We got people earning less money year over year, and we got mortgage demand falling off of a cliff because people can't afford anything. That's the situation. We are in an economic collapse, but you're not allowed to know that, all right? You're supposed to think everything is great. Globally, I mean, make that up too, people. Really, I dare you to make this stuff up. Anyway, so keep your eyes on these things, people. Crude oil, like I said, down. Market's not going to like that. However, MMRI says risk is slightly decreasing here. And we know how to play it. And I love this. I absolutely love it. All right, this guy here loves you a lot. I mean that. Please share the video. Get it out there. And we'll sum this up later on.